YouTube! Welcome back to the Feral Planter. Let's get into the show.
Warning, this channel is intended for educational and informational purposes only. Nothing displayed, discussed, or shared here is ever for sale, nor do I condone or encourage the use of illegal substances or drugs. Please ensure that any activities you engage in comply with the laws and regulations in your area. This channel is intended for adults, 18 and up. Thank you for watching responsibly. Now let's get into it.
Good morning, Cannabis. I'll have to look back at my record to see how far along this girl is. But she's gonna be a bush. Started working on some serious low stress training. Just got her tied down with these binder clips. Took off a couple fan leaves that were covering up these sets of nodes here. And I just topped her again all the way around. We're gonna fill this tent. Now this tent's not very large. It's only a 2 foot by 4 foot, I think by 5 foot, maybe 6 foot. Nah, it's a 5 footer. So it's a short head boy. But working with what I got right now, and that's what I got. But I got a huge update coming. Super stoked. This has been in the making for quite some time. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Some of you may know this company, product, person behind it. Stoked. That's all I'm gonna say until it gets here. We're gonna do a nice unboxing video because I suck and forgot to do an unboxing for the Spiderfarmer. That was a giveaway. Thank you, Green Magic Gardening. You're the man, Ribby boy. Appreciate you and all you do for the community. Let's get into the show. So like I said, I just topped this girl. This is our James Loud Milk Bubbles. Topped her. Exposed all these nodes, man. All of them. Let's get all that light down in there. We're gonna bush her out. She's got another 3 weeks of veg. So that's perfect. She's gonna be huge in here. I'm gonna slap up a trellis net. Might have to do 2 layers. We'll see when we get there. On to the next project. If you are on growdiaries.com, you can find me there as well with this girl, the Orange Panda by Mephisto Genetics with Mr. Stoney chilling in the pot. Our Cannabis Guardian. What is so awesome. But anyway, you can follow me at the Feral Planter on Grow Diaries, and you get some more details into this girl on what's going on. It's not like an exclusive or anything, but you get a lot more just still photos, things like that. I was posting a lot on Instagram, but Instagram's being kind of whack. So, this is the Orange Panda by Mephisto Genetics. Like I said, I just watered her today with pH dechlorinated tap to about 6.7. I'm lucky my tap water here is very clean. I did an EC reading on it and it was literally 10. So that's awesome. Love that for me. But the pH is high. pH starts at about 8. So obviously I'm just using some general pH down to bring my water to the acceptable range for nutrient uptake. Which, for this mix with the Pro Mix, HP, and Grow Dots, I try to float around the 6.3 to 6.7 range, and I kind of float in between there. I don't like playing with the chemicals, pH up and down. I could add water, but then that's just more sitting left over for the next one that I have to add chemicals to. I try to reduce that as much as possible. So I try to only make what I need. Oftentimes that doesn't happen. But this is what I got. Again, find it on Grow Diaries. Get some pictures, photos, pull little shorts. It's a cool spot. A lot of good growers out there. I highly recommend going to check that out. You can follow me over there too. And this lady, you can see down here towards the bottom, she's starting to fade out. I love to see it. Love, love, love to see it. Kind of bummed. The other auto that I had in here in a 3-gallon pot, it was the same thing. I started it in a solo cup, and then I transplanted to the 3-gallon pots with grow dots, and then topped it, and then just let them go. The structure underneath is wild, and she's so dense and thick. Some of these buds, like, let's take a look at this. Of course, she's like starting to want to like die off, but like, holy shit, man, what a nugget on an autoflower. This is my first experience with autoflowers. My last one, I got a little too crazy with it. I think I snapped it in the main stalk right where I topped it, so I just harvested it. It was probably a week or two early. Unfortunate, but should still be some pretty fire smoke. It smells awesome. This girl, I was more careful with. And if you follow me on IG, you'll know that this girl had a huge pH issue at one point. And I was struggling to find the funds to get a decent pH pen. Well, those days have come and gone. We've upgraded gear a lot. We're got more upgrades coming, like I said. So I took more care in the finishing of this girl, and she's really starting to want to show out. She's putting some purples on as she fades, which is really freaking cool. But we'll be harvesting this girl soon. I'm thinking about another week. I just checked the trikes, and they're close. They're mostly milky at this point, but I haven't seen any amber spot pop up yet. And if you notice, she's still throwing white pistils, which doesn't necessarily mean anything other than she's really trying to find pollen, and she's not gonna find it here. But these nuggets, man, they just keep on swelling and bulking. I mean, she's getting some crazy colors now. Really starting to fade. I'm thinking another week she comes down, and I'm excited for that. And we'll get a smoke report on her eventually. Obviously, we have to go through the drying process, which I tend to go between 10 and 14 days. Seems to be about right for where, I can dry. And then, I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of busy with real life a majority of the time. Can't always be waiting hand and foot on the plants. So I use grove bags, cure bags. I don't know what they call themselves now, but those might even be the different companies doing the same similar thing, But I use the bags. It's just nice and easy. Do I lose some terps? Yeah, maybe. Do I lose some flavor profile? Maybe. I'm no scientist, I don't know. But the bags are easy, and they work for me. But we'll catch you in a couple days, and we'll then get this one out to you. So, we'll see you in the next clip. And we're back. Just a quick check. Again, these nodes exploded overnight. It's pretty crazy. I go through, push them down, push these ones out. Push them down, push these ones out. This one down, these ones out. And that one's already pretty down. And we're just gonna push these ones out a little bit. Make the bush. Create the bush. Auto put out some nice growth. You can see she's still nicely saturated. And this girl's still heavy. Still heavy. We'll get in on a trike check. But I'm thinking she's gonna go a whole 100 days. She is 94 days from seed to day. I'm thinking she's gonna go the whole 100 days. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. We're see if the James Loud Milk Bubbles needs some water, shall we? Oh yeah, she's dry. And she's super wet there, more towards the center. So I think I'm gonna give her at least another day or a couple more hours. I might come by later tonight and check again and give her some water. It'll be just dechlorinated tap water, pH to about 6.5. That's where I try to like to keep them. Other than that, that's the update for today. We'll catch you tomorrow. And another day has come and gone. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna come in, we're gonna bend, we're gonna tuck, we're gonna fold. Just checked on our little hygrometer. Needs water today. Never came through last night. She didn't need it. She needs it today. All good here. Needs water. So, what I did, and if you didn't see the video, we had a little bit of unboxing yesterday. If you're interested in that, I'll leave it in the corner in a card. Well, we got two of the new VivoSun AeroWave V6 fans. Man, they're awesome. They're moving so much air. What a level up. Anyway, back into it. So, I've got my bucket here. I got my pH pen. We're gonna give it a little test. She dropped a lot, actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a splash of water in here, and then cause my water is pH 8, natural out the tap. I got some dechlorinated just sitting over there. So I'll add some of that into here, get that up to about 6.5, and we'll catch you guys in a second for the watering. All right, I got the water right where I want it. I use these handy dandy watering wands, got on Amazon. I just come in here, turn her on, and water. We'll be watering the James Loud Milk Bubbles thoroughly today. Make sure she gets a nice soak. I may trim off these bottom fan leaves. They're just kind of sitting in the dirt right now, and there's one thing I do know about that. That's a good way to get pests on your plants. But with that said, I haven't seen any pests in this garden since I put it together. Very thankful for that. I should go knock on some wood. But the best way to not have any pests is to prevent them to begin with. So that's what we gotta do. We're just gonna water. One thing I really like about this wand is, even though I have it turned up to water as fast as possible, the pump is pumping as fast as it can, it's not at a ridiculously fast rate that just drowns out the pot. It's this really even flow of water. We're gonna let that one soak for a bit. We'll come over here and we'll continue with just plain dechlorinated tap on this girl. I think this girl is probably going to come out at the end of the week. She's starting to fade nicely. Starting to see a couple amber trichomes pop up around the calyxes. It's not about those pistils. It's all about the trichomes. That's the only way that we determine ripeness with cannabis plants. Trichomes do not lie. I like a little more cloudy than most. Some will say you want like 15 to 20% amber. I harvest when I don't find any more clear. If I don't see any more clear, or there's one or two floating around, but it's a majority cloudy, I'm taking it. I don't really count the amber trikes that I'm seeing, but I do look for them to know that we're approaching our desired ripeness for our ladies. I'm gonna finish up this watering, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Whoa, where did they go? Well, last night was harvest day. Took her down. She's so skunky. We'll get this little update out to you, and I'll take you out there. She could see the budskis. Mammoths. Literal mammoths. That plant did not do these buds justice. And she smells so sweet, like candy. So skunky. Glorious. Anyway, we got some good growth here. We're gonna spread out the center and leave her be. We'll check and see if she needs some water. Let's see. Where are you at, Orange Panda? All the way at the bottom, she's still wet. Yeah, we're just gonna let her keep trucking on that. We're not gonna overwater. We're just gonna trust the meter. The meter's never done me wrong. It literally just checks the moisture content down there. I can't stick my finger way down in that pot. I'm not even halfway. And the James Loud milk bubbles looking fan-freaking-tastic. Filling in so nicely. What I did yesterday seems to have worked. It seems to have invigorated these lower nodes to go, hey, whoa, all right, let's go. And they've exploded. Look at it. She's starting to be her own little bush here. Exactly what we want. So I'm going to leave it alone for a couple days. I want her to stretch a little bit so I can start working those new nodes. You have also noticed I got the first layer of trellis in, but not over the plants yet. I want to see how much she's going to stretch before this drops down and then spreads her out. So, if we can get her up to like here, which is about halfway between where she is now and where the net is currently just big chilling. And then I drop this net, I think we got a good shot of bushing out a monster. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I'd like to thank everyone for following along, for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to do weekly videos like this. If the interest is there, I may swap into doing bi-weekly videos, which means you'll get like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday view on a Wednesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you would get the next video on Saturday. So if that's something you all want, let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. What are you guys working on in your gardens? If you've got a little series going on, or if you're on Instagram, leave your handles. I'd love to follow everybody. I deal with a lot of heat on Instagram every other day. I'm getting suspended or having posts removed, or if it's not one thing, it's another. So there's haters out there, and that's all right. But I love you guys for watching. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see y'all next week. Much love. keep growing. Peace. What's going on, guys? Just wanted to bring you in here for a second. I told you yesterday on the clip that we was harvesting that girl. I just wanted to show you some of these buds, man. Like, huge buds. Now, I didn't do a harvest video on this girl because, like I said, we did not go through her start to finish. I don't have footage for a seed to harvest. But moving forward, I should be able to put something like that together. I figured I'd bring you in here real quick. This is the old tent out in my new location. Got a decent amount of buds off there. Working on dialing in the conditions. I'm gonna need a DQ out here, unfortunately, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm just glad it's not 1,000,000 degrees in here because I went and picked up this boy yesterday. So we're still building out, but I'm using out here to dry. Everything's coming along though. Can't wait to unveil this room.